Today I want to show you how to catch a man. And I truly hope that you are not here because you want to know how to catch a man cheating. I hope that you are here because you want to know how to catch a man and keep him. How you can go out into the wilderness, into the jungle of men, into the jungle of dating, and you catch the right man. That's what we discuss today. And if you want to play Catch Me If You Can with him, or let's rather say maybe he wants to play Catch Me If You Can with you, because maybe you've been in a situation before that there's this really high quality man, that guy that you want. Maybe he's a doctor, maybe he's a lawyer, maybe he's a successful engineer and he's not nerdy and creepy. Yeah, that exists actually. Maybe he's one of these types of guys and you say to yourself, wow, he's good looking, he's successful, he's amazing, he's a good catch. I want to catch this guy. But back then you didn't know how to do it. Well, after listening to this, you know. And I mean, I have to admit it, some men are easier to catch than others, but the ones that are easy to catch might not be a good catch. So many catch. I'm sure it's easy for you to catch a complete loser because it's easy for everyone. I mean, if you go out there, the amazing woman that you are, and you go to a guy who can't keep a job, who can't, basically organize his life, who doesn't have a life, who doesn't have a social life, who doesn't have interesting hobbies, I mean, of course, he will be completely blown away by you. And I don't say that a man who's high quality won't be blown away by you. That's not what I say at all. It's just a little bit harder to catch him because he has so many choices. And I want to show you right here and right now how you can be his number one choice. When he looks at you, he will say, yes, this is the woman that I want. I don't want all these other women that want me too. No, I want to choose this woman. I want to choose you. And the first thing that you have to be is to be a good catch. And I recently had a wonderful Skype coaching session with an amazing woman who I helped to get the man of her dreams. After the second Skype coaching session with me, she had already done the things that I wanted her to do, and boom, that guy was totally into her. Success, great, awesome. However, at the beginning of our Skype coaching session, she was a little bit offended. And she was offended because I told her that in order to get the kind of man that she wants, she has to become the kind of woman that this man wants to date. And I truly hope that you're ready to put in the work and to also dedicate yourself to self-improvement so that you can get the man of your dreams. Because I refuse to lie to you. Yes, I know so many other dating coaches, they tell you, just be yourself, just doesn't matter, he has to love you the way you are. But let's face it, let's face reality. I rather risk offending you than lying to you. I speak the truth, even if it might offend you. As long as it helps you, I'm happy. Because in the same way as I wouldn't lie to a man who wants to date an amazing woman like you, for example, I would never say it to a completely overweight guy who doesn't have a job, who has no ambition and who just wants to watch TV all day. I would never say to this guy, just be yourself. I mean, an amazing woman will be attracted to you. Of course not. She won't, because an amazing woman has options, and in the same way, an amazing man has options. So think about what kind of woman does the man that you want to catch want? What kind of woman does he want? What kind of qualities does this woman have? What kind of beliefs does this woman have? What kind of behavior does this woman show? And once you find the answer to this question, or let's rather say to these statements or questions, I can't remember if I formulated them as statements or questions, but you get the point. As long as you become clear about what this guy wants, or let's rather say what a kind of man like him wants, because let's face it, a man who's a complete loser has completely different expectations from a woman, from a relationship, and from how you design this relationship together than a man who's highly successful. So always think about what kind of woman does the man that I want to attract into my life, the man that I want to catch, want. And when you become this woman, then he wants to be catched by you. Then he can't wait until you catch him. And that's the first tip, and maybe even the biggest secret, and also the one thing that most human beings in general, that's true for men and for women, are not willing to accept, because it requires you to work on yourself, and it requires you to put yourself in the shoes of the other person and to think, hey, if I were in his position, what kind of woman do I want? And I hope that you are not offended by me saying this, and I truly hope that you take this step. And if you want to become a woman that men adore, that men can't resist, that men can't get enough of, and that men are so fascinated and so amazed by that they want to settle down with you right here and right now, then you will love the video that I prepared for you in the link in the description, because this video shows you how you can become this woman. And then catch him by being better than the average. And no, I'm not talking about looks. You don't have to look like a model in order to catch an amazing guy, in order to catch a high quality man. That's a very popular misconception. When it comes to relationships and the women that men fall in love with, looks, yes, they matter to a certain extent, but it's definitely not the most important criteria. I can speak from my own experience. If a woman has certain qualities, if a woman has a kind personality, if she's loving, if she's caring, if she's supportive, that's way more important than your age or than your looks. Way, way more important. Because when it comes to relationships, these are the values that make a relationship last and that make a relationship, possible actually, that build the foundation for a relationship that is built on authenticity and trust. And if you want to catch a high value man, he will appreciate this. And once you have these qualities, once you show him your support, your affection, your love, your caring, nurturing attitude, once you do that, I guarantee you, you no longer have to work for it. You no longer have to work to catch him. He will be so happy that you try to catch him. He will just run straight into the trap that you laid out for him with a smile on his face. He will be like, yes, catch me. That's what happens when you become this woman. And if you want to be better than the average, if you want to have the qualities that a man can't resist, and I mean a high quality man, I'm not talking about some loser, I'm talking about the high quality successful man that you want to attract, then, like I already mentioned, the video in the description will open your eyes, because you have the potential to become this woman. And maybe you already are this woman, but maybe you also feel deep down inside like, I'm not quite there yet. Then you might want to check out the link in the description. And catch a man with authentic communication. I don't know if you agree with me on this, and again, I might risk offending you, but hey, I speak my truth and I hope you appreciate that. But in my experience, when a man wants to attract a woman, showing too much interest is often bad, because women are very often attracted to a man who's a challenge. And like I said, you might agree with me or you might disagree with me. But one thing I can tell you from my experience, when it comes to men, we also want a woman who challenges us, but in a different way. For us, it's more about, does she have high expectations? Does she want us to achieve something in life? Or is this woman satisfied with us laying on the couch all day, watching Netflix and saying, I don't want to get a job? And believe me, a low quality man, a loser, he will of course say, yeah, great, I have a woman who accepts me for who I am, yoo-hoo, I don't have to do anything. But a high quality man, he wants a woman who challenges him. But when it comes to your desire for him and your desire to catch him, then there's nothing more attractive than when a woman communicates in an honest and authentic way, and especially in a confident way, that she wants this man, that she wants him. I mean, for example, for me, if a woman tells me in a confident way, I really like you, I'm attracted to you, we have these things in common, I can imagine a future with you, I can imagine a relationship with you, I want to be your girlfriend, I'm interested in you. That's amazing. I don't see this as needy, not at all, as long as it's communicated in an authentic way. If, of course, she would say, oh my god, I need you right now, please don't leave me, you're the only one for me after the first date, that's a little bit red flaggy-ish. And the same is true for you and the man that you meet. But if you communicate to a man that you like him and you do it in a confident way, I guarantee you, this man will appreciate it and it will be so easy for you to catch him. And then catch a man by being proud of your catch. Let's say you follow the advice that I share with you here. And let's also assume that you check out the link in the description and watch this amazing video that shows you how you can become a woman that men adore. Let's just assume these things. And now you're successful. You catch this guy. But let's face it, catching a man is not just about catching him for a couple of seconds. I mean, you don't just want to have him, you grab his neck, and then he goes, oh, I'm gonna run away, and then, woo, he's gone. That's not what you want. You want to build a future with this man. You want to start a relationship with this man. And you want to stay with this man. In fact, you want him to want to stay with you. So it's not just about not just about catching. I'm already talking about cats. No cats and no ketchup. This episode is about catching a man. So show him that you are happy with the decision you made. Give him the feeling that he's loved, that he's appreciated. And if you give him this feeling, once you have him, once he's already in your life, then I promise you that even if another woman wants to catch him, he wants to stay with you because you are the woman that he adores and that he can't get enough of, that he can't resist and that he wants to be with. And that's how you catch a man. And if you now say, yes, Sebastian, there's this one man in my life, I really want him, I'm really obsessed with him, I want to catch him, then I'm happy to help you in a private coaching session. If you want, you can check out the second link in the description and find out more about Skype coaching with me. I would love to help you and I would love to take your dating life to the next level and to help you to get the man of your dreams. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.